This is Tamir Kitan.
I hate foot stimulation! My feet keep getting attacked by the Emma Watson crime organization. They would not leave my feet alone. I don't want Emma Watson! I hate Emma Watson! So just because she has boobs, I am expected to be a Superman for her? If I were to meet with Emma Watson, I would have grabbed her head and banged it against the floor or against a wall as hard as I can. I hate this AI! I hate foot stimulation! Do not foot stimulate me ever again!
Tamir Kitan is a prolific schizo poster that has posted thousands of videos on YouTube over the last few years detailing an incredibly bizarre story. Tamir believes an international crime organization made up of AI Emma Watsons has been torturing his body with invisible attacks and evil creatures since 2020. Don't believe me? I'll have Tamir explain it himself.
I want to share with everyone why Emma Watson has been such a big problem for me and why I dislike them so much. I say them because they are a group of women using the same made-up identity. The short story is that they apparently belong to some sort of international crime organization that supports their made-up identity and also responsible for torturing my body for 13 months by unknown means since late September 2020. At the beginning of last year, the year 2020, I was kind to them, very kind. However, the basis for this kindness has been faulty. I believed them to be a real person who is a worldwide acclaimed actress, also a model and a highly educated and human activist. However, that person does not exist. It's a made-up identity. It's some sort of parasitic entity that attacks my body on behalf of the Watsons. It associates the Watsons with feet, and it attacks my feet viciously for 13 months already. It communicates, or even if it can be called that way, by attacking mostly my feet or other parts of my body, in response to almost anything that happens around me, whether in a movie, or what I see on screen, or even to what I think. It's not something with a shape or form. It's something that attacks me remotely and also hacks my computer, moving my mouse cursor against my will to point at shapes or numbers. I believe it has something to do with the international crime organization that the Watsons are part of.
Tamir would begin posting on YouTube 4 years ago about how he felt about Emma Watson. The first video on his channel is titled Ridding of Bad People, and this is literally just a video of him urinating on a printed out piece of paper with images of Emma Watson on it. The second video has the same exact title, Ridding of Bad People, except this time, instead of peeing on the paper filled with Emma Watson's images, he sticks it in the toilet and poops on it. And I wish I was kidding, but sadly, I am not. After these two videos were posted, Tamir would disappear for over a year and then finally return back to start his prolific schizo posting spree about Emma Watson, the organization, and all of the other insane things he believes in.
They bring some cannibals with 1% of a brain from some African village to put them on the roof each and every weekend when I exercise, to make noises all day long as they somehow track me across the apartment with some device that the technology gives them to track me.
The main thing Tamir screams about is the stimulation he feels in his legs and in his feet.
I hate foot stimulation! I hate foot stimulation! Foot stimulation is the worst feeling in the world. I hate foot stimulation. Stop stimulating my feet. I don't want Emma Watson. I hate Emma Watson. I hate the foot bitches. I don't want some bitches' foot. I hate those bitches. I hate this AI. I hate foot stimulation. Do not foot stimulate me ever again. I hate foot stimulation. Stop stimulating my legs. Leave my legs alone. Release me from Emma Watson and foot stimulation already. I exercise because I want to be healthy. I want to do 56 and 72 because I want to be healthy. But it doesn't mean that I have to meet with Emma Watson once I become healthy. I want to be healthy, but I don't want Emma Watson. I don't want foot stimulation. Leave me alone already. Lower leg stimulation makes me suffer. But no matter how many times I ask that sadistic evil shit AI to stop doing it, it keeps doing it still. It makes me suffer by stimulating my lower legs. To force that stupid bitch of his, that Emma Watson or some other bitch onto my body. I don't want that bitch. I want freedom. Give me freedom!
The organization, or Emma Watson, will stimulate Tamir's body whenever he thinks about women or their feet. So needless to say, Tamir isn't a big fan of women, and he often thinks the organization sends them after him to try and seduce him. But that won't work on Tamir, because this is how he feels about women overall.
So I looked at the photo of this woman who has large boobs. And then I went to the UN contact page to complain about something, probably because it attacked my body again. And you know what it told me? It told me that it expects me to achieve Superman powers for that woman. So just because she has boobs, I am expected to be a Superman for her? Do you even know what you're asking for? Do you know how ridiculous of a demand it to be a Superman just because she has boobs? Don't you think that's a bit of way too much ridiculous? Absurd demand. It enraged me so much that I still cannot relax from it, of how absurd and unfair the demand is. How dare you ask me for something like that, for something like that?
He also really despises Emma Watson. God forbid the real Emma Watson ever cross paths with Tamir, she would be in some real danger. He has gone on some insane rants about what he would do to Emma Watson if he ever found her.
My feet keep getting attacked by the Emma Watson crime organization. They would not leave my feet alone. They use the feet attack to remind me of themselves, to tell me that they have control over my life. But they don't. I hate them. And I hate Emma Watson. If I were to meet with Emma Watson, I would have grabbed her head and banged it against the floor or against a wall as hard as I can until the bitch finally dies. I hate Emma Watson. And I hate the Emma Watson organization. I hate them all. I would have killed every single Emma Watson and their families and co-workers the first chance I have. If I meet Emma Watson, I will take a pen and stab her in both of the eyes. Then I will put her on the ground and stamp her face with my boot. And then I will put her face on the asphalt and drag her face on the asphalt with my boot. Let me tell you how a meeting with Emma Watson would go like. First, I punch her as hard as I can in the face, as many times as it takes to have her face broken completely. Then I break her fingers, I break her arms, I break her legs, and I stamp her feet as hard as I can to break them also. I break her ribs by punching them as hard as I can. Then I grab a knife and I hit her face with a knife. Then I put her on the floor and I stamp her face as hard as I can with my boot. I hit her face with my boot. Then I kick her off to the street, and then I shit on her corpse on the street in front of everybody.
Another thing Tamir claims the organization sends after him is an evil creature. Apart from Emma Watson, this is another thing he mentions a lot in his schizo ramblings.
I hate the evil creature! Somebody kill it already! Kill the creature! I hate it! I want the creature to die! The creature is the worst thing that ever happened to me! It is pure evil! It is worse than the devil! I hate it! I hate the creature! It ruins my life! That piece of shit creature has just stimulated my lower leg when the clock showed a number that has to do with the program of becoming an elf. The one that I said that if I do it, that they might send me to the future. It told me to do it to make Emma Watson happy. So now I have to evolve like a fucking Pokemon into a fucking elf and work really hard at it to make some stupid bitch that I don't even know her real name, to make her happy, a bitch for whom I was abused for 4 fucking years. I hate Emma Watson. I don't want to evolve into an elf to make Emma Watson happy.
Oh yeah, that's just another thing Tamir believes in. The fact that the organization wants to turn him into an elf. But Tamir rejects that idea because he is training to be a Super Saiyan like Goku from the anime TV show Dragon Ball Z.
That piece of shit creature and also the assholes on the roof keep trying and force me to do the elf program, which will turn me into a different life form than what I am actually supposed to become. Make me more girly, decrease the speed at which I become stronger, give me a smaller body, and an apathetic personality. You see, I have figured it out. Elves and Saiyans have exactly the same training program. But in order to become a Saiyan, you first have to do the superhuman training program. A Saiyan is what a man should become if he wants to evolve, and not an elf.
And it's also much cooler. I mean, think of it. What would you want to become as an earth shaker Saiyan who can make the entire planet shake? Or do you want to be a lowly elf that brings you tea and cookies and cleans your house?
Tamir even claims he is training to become an all-powerful god that will live forever in some videos too.
Ever since I was a child, I had this feeling, which I mostly ignored, that the real God, the infinite and all-powerful God, is actually me. And that I have simply not learned how to manifest that ability yet. That I am the human manifestation of the real God, and not some stupid Jesus of Muhammad. No, it's me. I am God. I am the one true God, and everyone else just pretends. And you know what? I am immortal and unstoppable. Nobody can stop me and nobody can kill me. And I am going to live forever, persevere, and get more and more powerful each and every day. I challenge the fucking organization to try and stop me. Come on, try and kill me. Try and kill me, fuckers! If you can. You can't, because I am inevitable. And I'm going to torture and slaughter each and every single one of you and your fucking families. Emma Watson and all of your fucking organization will die suffering.
Now at this point, you might be wondering why I called Tamir a predator in the title of this video. That's because Tamir wants a teenage girlfriend that is 14 years old. He has posted numerous videos talking about how he is attracted to teenagers, how he wants to touch and hug them, and how he thinks because the age of consent is 14 in some countries, he should be able to have a 14-year-old girlfriend.
I have been thinking about and wanted to discuss with you about is teenage girls. How they are not that sacred, pure, holy existence that society tries to brainwash you into thinking they are. I'm a pretty self-aware person, and I happened to notice this about myself, that when I encounter a girl which is a teenage girl that I like, I let my defenses down. A lot more than with any other woman, even if I don't do it with other women. With a teenage girl, I feel a lot more defenseless. And as I was aware about it, it was bothering me because I don't like feeling in that way. And I started to realize that it has to do with the society's brainwashing from very young age, that tells you that young girls are sacred, they are pure, they are innocent, they are meant to be protected, they are meant to be loved, they are meant to be supported. And all those things. But reality is a bit different. Teenage girls can be used for sex just like a woman who is 20-something years old. Teenage girls are not sacred or pure or meant to be loved and protected or all that bullshit. It's just society's brainwashing and nothing else. That's not the truth. The truth is that they are sexual beings as much as a 20-something-year-old woman would be. The earliest legal age of consent in Europe is 14 years old, and that might seem like very young to you, but as I have said, so many of them develop sexually. A teenage girl getting fucked is something that is fun to watch. And in the future, I would most certainly like to fuck many teenage girls over the years.
Tamir is an incredibly disturbed and dangerous individual that definitely should not be interacting with women and teenagers. I mean, just those last few statements alone should be enough to give this guy the electric chair. And I know some people have proposed that this is all some strange, elaborate troll, but I don't think that's the case. Tamir has been screaming about Emma Watson, the organization, and the evil creature for years now. And his schizophrenic ramblings aren't just exclusive to his YouTube channel. He also has an Instagram account that is hands down one of the most insane things I have ever seen. It is full of posts with cryptic messages attached with huge descriptions, usually talking about the organization or Emma Watson. This post is just a picture that says 8 trillion USD, and the caption reads, "I am now demanding 8 trillion USD from the evil organization because their hateful creature has just decided to twitch my quadriceps again after having tortured both of my quadriceps for the past 2 years. They either pay me with money or their lives. I will force them. I will win." So yeah, I just don't think this is some kind of highbrow troll account. I just think this is a really crazy man constantly posting to social media about his insane beliefs. One interesting thing that was discovered during the process of looking into Tamir was the fact that he has tried self-medicating with the drugs estradiol, nandrolone, and turinabol. Estradiol is a medication that is used to treat menopausal symptoms, and it has rather intense side effects including chest pain, sudden numbness, vision and balance issues, pain or warmth in both legs, memory problems, confusion, and erratic behavior. Nandrolone and turinabol are anabolic steroids that are known to have severe side effects too, such as headache, edema in the limbs, intense mood changes, irritability, depression, aggression, liver failure, insomnia, and muscle cramps. All of these side effects listed fall in line with the things Tamir is constantly attributing to the organization's attacks. So it's quite possible that Tamir is just dealing with the side effects of drugs he shouldn't have been taking. This has been the story of Tamir Kitan, a psychotic YouTube predator. If you made it to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to learn about this psycho. And a massive shout out to all of my channel members and goated members. I appreciate the hell out of your guys' support as always. With all of that being said, I'm Nick Nobody, and until next time, I'm out.